numbers on the singular over there. Yeah, no. And now stinger and news. There we go.
Alrighty. Well, my name is Macy Newmeister, and I'm here with the Deon'te Goodman
Yes.
in our live streaming studio. And I'm lucky enough today to be joined with you. He plays Aaron Burr in the Hamilton the musical that's here with the lead center. Deon'te, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So I did a little bit of homework before our show today. So I actually went and saw the show last Wednesday on opening night.
Yeah, okay,
And so
okay.
amazing production, let me tell you.
Thank you.
Outstanding production. And I just want to know, what is one of your favorite moments during that show? It's an amazing 2 hours and 55 minutes.
Oh my God, well, first of all, thank you. I'm glad you saw. Thanks for having me. I would say there are so many. Wait for it is a huge moment for me personally, and also for Aaron Burr, just because I think that, well, first of all, Aaron Burr is my favorite character, dream role of mine, and I think that he's so misunderstood. And so I think that the first time you really get a glimpse into why Aaron Burr navigates the way that he does, just like in life, is through Wait For It. You learn a bit of his history. You learn a little bit about his insecurities, and also just like his nervous tics, his idea of how things should work, and his fear that they may not always work out, but then seeing the way that they work out for Hamilton. I could go on all day. I literally could. But I would say that's a favorite moment of mine. And then also Schuyler Sisters. Being able to play with the Schuyler Sisters, who and Lindsay, who plays Angelica, is just so fun. So being able to just like, flirt with her a little bit and be like, yeah, what's up, Angelica, how you feeling? Yeah, just being able to share those moments and being able to dance with everyone on stage, absolutely top notch.
I had a moment where I was actually able to interview Lencia for a story that I did here, and it was just amazing to get to know her, and then to see her on the stage as well was really phenomenal.
Oh, she's phenomenal. I gas her up all the time. She commands so much power, and just like her stage presence is ridiculous. So it's an honor. The entire cast is really, really gifted. I could watch this production. It's one of those shows where it's like, you do a show for such a long period of time, you tend to get tired. It tends to, feel like a job every once in a while, but then in those moments where you can really like think back to like watching and what you felt when you first saw it, what I felt when I first saw it, it just re-inspires me every single day.
So getting into a character like Aaron Burr, what was one of the things that you maybe struggled with getting into that mindset? I don't, to be honest, and this is not the norm, but with Aaron Burr specifically, I didn't really feel like I struggled with getting into his mindset, only because I feel like I identify with him so much. And first of all, I'm an Aquarius, Aaron Burr's an Aquarius. That's like a huge thing for me. And also just like his mentality of like, even just listening to the show before I ever saw it, I just completely understood him, and I felt like, I left that listening feeling so sorry for him, like really empathizing with him. So just like the chance to sort of like get on stage and to defend him in a way, as Deon'te, and also that is like what Aaron Burr is trying to do, like doing the entire story. He's like, yes, I did this awful thing, but let me tell you why I did it. Like it felt like it aligned so much with me. But one thing that I really do to get into character is I create a playlist for a lot of the roles that I do. And with Aaron Burr, it's a lot of like, the music is about nostalgia, it's about love loss, it's about regret, it's about like, happy moments as well, but a lot of it has to do with nostalgia and what if. So, yeah. That's so interesting. I mean, really taking that time to commend yourself before the show to get into that moment is really magical almost.
It's necessary, because I think a lot of times in these shows, it's very easy to go on autopilot. It's really easy, and like you can present a good show that way. We know this show, we do it all the time. Yeah, and there are some times where like we're tired, and sometimes we'll need to go on autopilot. But just having those moments before the show to really sink into that character, that half hour, that hour that you need before the show, whatever it works for you, to really sink to yourself and breathe. That makes a huge difference in what the audience receives, you know. So I think it's our 8th time during the week doing that show, but it's your first time seeing it, you know. So it's like, yeah, like we want to make sure that that we present our best work and we present a story worth being told, and this story is on paper in general. So we want to honor that.
So one thing with the Hamilton show that during the different interviews that I've done with other cast members, they talk a lot about is understanding the show before you walk in and see it, because that opening moment can be so impactful and so heavy for people that they can kind of get lost as the show gets going. What do you recommend before somebody comes and sees that show?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I would say it's a lot of words, and you know, I think Lynn and Alex Lacamoire, and they all did a really great job in creating this show, and in which they sort of like ease you into the wrapping of it, because it's a different sort of storytelling than what we're used to seeing in musical theater, right? And so it's like they ease you into the rapping and just that slow pace, da 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 da, and then by the time you get to my shot, we're sort of just like flown out of a cannon a bit. And then by the time you get to Guns and Chips, when Lafayette presents, he's like, I'm taking this horse by the rein. Like, it's like by that point we're getting into speed rapping, and it's like you will miss a lot if you don't just like look at the lyrics, listen to the music, listen to it on Spotify, listen to it on Apple Music, listen to the album that's already out there, created by the original cast, and they were phenomenal. It's like, do that homework so that even if you don't fully understand the show, watch it on Disney Plus, because I promise a Disney Plus version is so different than the live version. You know, like that homework will, I think, only allow you to appreciate the live version even more.
Absolutely. I mean, it really just kind of smacks you in the face, and it's such an incredible moment. And even those first couple beats of this as the show opens, it's just so well done and so thought through.
And there's so much to take in. You know, sorry to interrupt you.
No,
but it's like,
absolutely.
There's so much to take in, and you will as an audience member, you will do yourself a disservice if you're focused too much on the lyrics. Like, you have to be able to receive the entire story, and it's so well. I mean, like, the penmanship is so incredible and just like really well crafted that like. It's a bit of a think piece. It's a bit of a think piece. So do yourself a favor and do the homework. Just like listen to it. You'll have fun also. It's not like drudging homework. You'll have fun.
Well, before we close up here today, I just want to know, what is your favorite thing since you've been here in Nebraska?
Oh gosh.
Because of all places. Nebraska.
well, here's the thing. Before Nebraska, we were in Texas. So the first thing that comes to mind for me is the weather. The weather is really, really great. Also, I mean, there have been like first, the theater is beautiful. There have been some really great, you know, like we love a cocktail bar. We love like a moment to hang out. The cocktail bars around here have been really great. The food around here has been really, really great. I've so thoroughly enjoyed my time in Nebraska. But yes, the weather. Absolutely.
Well, we have enjoyed you guys here, and thank you for joining me today. It has been amazing getting to know you, getting to speak with you. I am also seeing the show again tomorrow night.
All right.
So I will be
there.
back in the Lead Center tomorrow. Thank you for joining us in the 1011 Now streaming studio. I am Macy Newmeister, and don't forget, you can find all of your news, sports, and weather on air and online here in 1011. Thank you again, Deon'te. It's been great.
Thank you.
Thank you.